Welcome back to yet another episode of the xploreUXCast, where we help you make sense of your users or your customers. I'm your host, Obru. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the difference between qualitative and quantitative data. Understanding data is a cornerstone of making informed decisions, whether you're a UX researcher, a marketer, or a business strategist. Yet many people struggle to differentiate between qualitative and quantitative data. These two types of data serve distinct purposes, and understanding their differences is crucial for anyone working with information. Today, we'll break it down step by step. Let's start with quantitative data. This type of data is all about numbers. It is measurable, countable, and often used to answer questions like how many, how much, or how often. Think of things like survey responses on a scale from 1 to 10, website traffic numbers, or the time it takes for a user to complete a task. Quantitative data can be divided into two main types. 1. Discrete data. This includes whole numbers or counts. For example, the number of clicks on a web page or the number of items purchased. 2. Continuous data. This includes measurements that can take any value within a range, such as the time taken to complete a task or the height of users in a study. The key strength of quantitative data is that it allows you to see patterns and trends at scale. For instance, if you're testing a new app feature, quantitative data might reveal that 75% of users completed a specific task successfully, giving you a clear numerical insight into user behavior. Now, let's talk about qualitative data. Qualitative data focuses on the why and how behind behaviors. It is descriptive and often collected through methods like interviews, open-ended survey responses, or observations. Instead of numbers, qualitative data comes in the form of words, themes, or narratives. For example, user feedback describing their experience with an app, observations of how customers interact with a product in a natural setting, responses to open-ended survey questions like, what do you like about this product? Qualitative data is rich in detail and provides depth. It helps you understand the context behind behaviors, uncovering motivations, frustrations, and preferences that numbers alone cannot capture. Suppose you're interested in discovering how to create products that resonate with users and elevate customer experiences through UX. I invite you to explore my 3 published books, the UX Consultant Playbook 1, 2, and 3. These books provide valuable insights and actionable strategies for improving your approach to UX design. See links in the description section. Love xploreUXCast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUXCast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. Now let's talk about the key differences between qualitative and quantitative data. 1. Nature of data. Quantitative data is structured and numerical. It fits neatly into charts, graphs, and statistical models. Qualitative data, however, is unstructured and descriptive, often requiring interpretation to uncover patterns or insights. For instance, if you're conducting a study on user satisfaction, quantitative data might show that 80% of users rated their satisfaction as 8 out of 10. Qualitative data might reveal why users rated their satisfaction that way, such as comments about a confusing navigation menu or praise for the app's sleek design. 2. Collection methods. Quantitative data is typically collected through methods designed to gather measurable results, such as surveys with closed ended questions, analytics tools tracking user behavior, experiments with controlled variables. Qualitative data, by contrast, is gathered through more exploratory methods, one on one interviews, focus groups, field studies, or ethnographic research. Each method has its own advantages. Quantitative methods are efficient for collecting large amounts of data, while qualitative methods provide deeper insights into individual experiences. 3. Purpose. Quantitative data answers questions about what or how many, making it ideal for identifying trends and measuring performance. For example, you might use quantitative data to determine how many users drop off at a certain step in a checkout process. Qualitative data, however, answers questions about why or how. It's perfect for exploring user motivations or identifying pain points. If users are dropping off during checkout, qualitative data can help you understand whether they're confused by the interface or hesitant about pricing. 4. Analysis techniques. Quantitative data is analyzed using statistical tools. You might calculate averages, percentages, or correlations to draw conclusions. For example, A/B testing results might show that one version of a web page increases conversion rates by 15%. Qualitative data requires a different approach. Analysis often involves identifying themes, patterns, or narratives within the data. For instance, you might review interview transcripts to find recurring complaints about a feature. 5. Presentation of results. Quantitative data is often presented as charts, graphs, or tables, making it easy to communicate findings at a glance. Qualitative data, on the other hand, is usually shared through summaries, quotes, or case studies that highlight individual stories or themes. When to use quantitative data. Quantitative data is best suited for situations where you need clear, objective measurements. Use it when you need to compare performance metrics, such as task completion rates. You want to measure the impact of a change, like the effect of a redesign on user engagement. You're looking for general trends across a large population. For example, if you're designing a new feature, you might use quantitative data to determine how many users are adopting it and whether it's improving efficiency. When to use qualitative data? Qualitative data is ideal when you need a deeper understanding of user experiences. Use it when you're exploring new ideas or concepts, such as during the early stages of product development. You want to understand user motivations, preferences, or pain points. You need context to interpret quantitative results. For instance, after identifying a drop-off point in a user journey through quantitative data, you might conduct interviews to learn what's causing the issue. Love xploreUXCast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUXCast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. One question someone asked me a while ago was, can you combine the two? Absolutely. In fact, combining qualitative and quantitative data often provides the most comprehensive insights. This approach is known as mixed methods research. By leveraging both types of data, you can validate findings, uncover new insights, and make more informed decisions. For example, start with quantitative data to identify a trend, such as a high abandonment rate in your app. Follow up with qualitative research to understand the reasons behind the trend. Use the combined insights to make targeted improvements. Challenges and limitations. While both types of data are invaluable, they come with challenges. Quantitative data can sometimes lack context. A high bounce rate on a web page, for instance, doesn't tell you why users are leaving. Qualitative data, meanwhile, can be time-consuming to collect and analyze, and its insights are harder to generalize. Recognizing these limitations helps you choose the right approach for your goals. Before we end this short episode, let's look at a few examples to illustrate the differences. First, e-commerce website, quantitative. Track the percentage of users who complete a purchase. Qualitative, conduct interviews to understand why some users abandon their carts. Second, mobile app usability, quantitative. Measure the average time users take to complete a task. Qualitative, observe users struggling with specific features during a usability test. Third, marketing campaign. Quantitative, analyze the click-through rate of an email campaign. Qualitative, collect feedback on how recipients perceive the email content. Final thoughts. The difference between qualitative and quantitative data lies in their nature, collection methods, and purposes. Quantitative data gives you the what, while qualitative data provides the why. Both are essential tools in understanding your users or customers, and knowing when to use each type can make all the difference in your decision-making process. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the xploreUXCast. I hope this discussion has clarified the distinction between qualitative and quantitative data. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, keep listening to xploreUXCast, where we help you make sense of your users or your customers. See you in the next episode. Cheers and have a good one.